Manchester City versus Manchester United, a derby full of desperation and decline.
I want to hurt myself, yeah.
Manchester is red, and Pep is probably hurt himself more because we dented the City, cheating 130 allegations even further down the abyss. Welcome to MUFC Realist TV player ratings and match ratings and highlight show. How are you all feeling, Reds? Manchester is red. And guys, here's a very interesting stat. Amorim 6, Pep 2. That means Amorim's got the better of Pep Guardiola with 6-2 in aggregate. Oh, what a game of football we saw, people. How you all doing? Before we continue the show, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Smash the little like button. And also, I want you to contribute to go and vote for the player ratings. You can see here, mufcrealisttv. Also, if you go in the VAR room, in the chat room, you can see the link there as well. So go in and have your chat and have your say, because this is our community. This is what we're going to do here. At the end of the day, Amad Dialo, man, where have you been? Amad Dialo, probably the man of the match. Seriously, must be one of the contenders in way he went. I want to hear from you guys. Let's bring out Amad to the stage as well, what he has to say. What a feeling, Amad. Your first Manchester derby. Come on. Kissing the badge. Wow, what a feeling. Amad, the match winner here, guys. The match winner. Honest to God, like if we have a look at Amad's stats today, according to Statman Dave. Guys, let me just remind you here. Listen. Amad Dialo, according to Statman Dave, by numbers, rank 94% pass accuracy, 7 out of 10 duels won, 5 out of 8 dribbles completed, 4 shots, 1 penalty, 1 goal. Wow. Guys, this is impeccable business. I mean, Eric Ten Hag, you must be watching you are a criminal. You're a fraud. They're keeping Amad Dialo away. But in certain way, let's break down the game as it went. Let's do that. And let's talk about it, cool and composed. Because Manchester United came to Etihad with great anticipation. Ruben Amorim's first Manchester United derby as manager or head coach. And also Amad Dialo's first derby. A sweet success as United produced stunning late comeback in the 90th minute with a win over City with 2-1, seeing Pep Guardiola sinking down further down the drain. Josh Guardiola headed that beautiful header in, but that was kind of a little bit of a defensive mistake by no other than Amad as well that rectified it. You know, there was a sort of a deflection from Amad. The ball went a little bit curvy, and per usual, Manchester United can't defend the corner, and that was sort of a beautiful header from Guardiola that went in. And Amad Dialo, like, you know, came back and won us the game. At the end of the day, what a drama at Etihad. How you all doing? How you all doing? It looked like it was going sourpuss at the end of the day, but you know what? Second half we came in, we were more dominated. We picked up possession. At one stage, Man United had 52% ball possession and actually was leading in terms of completed passes. We start to pick up the pace, but something need to give. Like, it was not really happening. Defensively, Man United was set up perfectly fine. We had a great defensive shape, great midfield, but there was something lacking in transforming the ball in the final third. What happened in the second half was brilliant substitutions, but that was not until the 77 minutes. And this kind of was a little bit of a game changer. Like, I think we subbed out, like, you know, Rasmus Højlund was a little bit like, you know, what are we doing here for Xerxes? And then, like, you know, Anthony came in, but that proved to be quite significant because all of a sudden Anthony provided that width on the right-hand flank, playing 1-2 trigger football with Amad Dialo, and boy, did they pay off. Like, you got to talk about the penalty that Amad Dialo won, actually, second half. It just looks like, we look like flabbergasted, like, you know, we look like, okay, we're going to concede this 1-0. Ah, come on, man. And then what happened was that Pep Guardiola tinkered as per usual, taking out Kevin De Bruyne with a little bit of a defense in mind with, what's his name, Kovacic, you know what I mean? Because he thought like, oh, this game is in our bag now. Like, no, I'm going to go defense. But that was mistake number one, because Ruben Amorim did a tactical change in the 77th minute by doing his substitutions, which worked, in my opinion. So let's talk about Amad. Oh my God, how are you all doing, people? Let me just go and check the chat. Let's check the mood. Like this, at the end of the day, welcome to the after party. What are we saying here? Jalem, mean Spurs are doing a demolition job of Southampton. Chelsea is currently 1-0 up. I don't know what Spurs are doing. I don't really care, to be honest. Roddy Johnson, what a game. I've been saying 1-2. Yes, you did. 1-2. 100% you did, Roddy. And this reeked a little bit of a Fergie time at the end of the day. But I want to sort of give everyone a little bit of a shout out, because this is the after. How are we feeling, Jamie? Oh, I'm definitely enjoying. You do? Yes, I can see you. And you know what? Kenny Fan TV, you're right. We will win this game. Kenny, I know we will win this game. Oh, what a feeling. What a game. What a game. G Wolf, how you doing? Stephanie Griffith in the house. Fishy Fish. Big up everyone that's in here. Welcome to the party. William Bapiri. Wow. Give Amad a 7. Guys, calm down. Calm down. Please go in and vote. Please do go in and vote on MUFC Realist TV for the man of the match and player ratings while we are talking, while we're gassing it up. Big up Fishy Fish that's been a member for 18 months. Alien Tenor, how you doing? Big up Mick and chat. That pass from Licha was sublime. Sublime. But the second goal from Amad, man. Come on. Wow. In the 90th minute, like the game changed in the flick of a two moments, and Bruno Fernandes stepped up and took that brilliant penalty. Let's hear out from what Bruno had to say and what Ruben Amorim had to say. Let's bring Ruben to the stage. Ruben. Let's play the interview post-match.
So, Ruben,
is there sound? Yes, confirm.
Your first Manchester Derby victory as Manchester United head coach. How are you feeling?
I feel so happy for the fans. We had a difficult moment against Nottingham. I felt in the stadium you were so disappointed.
Finally managed to say, I feel so happy for the fans, and this is what we're going to hear.
Because they want to believe in this new idea, and was a really tough moment. But today is a happy moment. I'm really happy for them and also for the players. And you can feel it, the difference today. They believe that they could win this game, and we did it.
Yes, and we did. We had the belief, we had the fight. And the way we were set up was pretty much defensively compact, defensively good, but it was the final third. But what happened was magical moments that you seldom see in a derby. But this got derby nerves, and I never felt that we were going to lose this game.
This was a tricky performance as well. You really had to dig in for it. How do you assess the performance today?
Yeah, let's assess the performance, because we had two late goals that changed the way they see the team. But I saw since the first minute one team that believed that could win, really focus on the strategy, and we did a good job. I think the lads, the mentality of the guys made the difference.
And I agree what he's saying. The mentality of the lads never gave up. It's the Fergie time, never say die. And even Bruno came out to say, Captain Bruno, that took that beautiful penalty, took it for the team. And he did this celebration. What? We're going to watch that later on, that clip as well. But please.
You have always focused on the desire, the character, the intensity behind it, of that belief at every single moment. Is this performance today the epitome of never giving up?
For me, it's really clear. It remembers me a little bit the Fergie time, and I think the way they believe it is, I'm really happy for my players.
Me too. I'm very happy, because now this is a springboard, beating City in a top 6 away at Etihad Stadium. This can only go better right now. I know we're only sitting 13 on the table, but who cares about the table? It's about the confidence. It's about going forward right here, right now, and sinking City further down the abyss, sitting on the 5th at the moment. Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, thank you. And thank you, Ruben Amorim, for giving faith in Amad Dialo.
And obviously, we have got another quick turnaround against Spurs away. How much energy are you going to take from today into that game?
It's so much better to prepare the game, but we need to maintain the level of the focus, feeling that this win is important, but tomorrow it's in the past, and we have to continue. We have a lot of players that maybe could not start this the next game. We have to be ready for a tough game with.
So we saw Rashford not given a chance. He was not even on the bench. We saw Garnacho not even on the bench. And players going to get a little bit of rest recovery. But we're playing Carabao Cup on Thursday against Spurs. And we should go in and demolish them. Now, we've been criticizing a little bit about what about this rotation? Does it work? Does it not work? Apparently, it's paying off. But we're going to talk about Mason Mount that has cheesecream hamstring. His career, in my opinion, seems to be epitome. It's over. He went down in the 13 minutes. And
the game with a team that is really strong, that press a lot, and we will have to run a lot.
And finally, obviously enjoying this moment today. Manchester is red, right?
Yeah, always red, always will be.
That's it, Ruben. Manchester is red. Always will be, and always be red, people. How you all doing, man? I want to sort of check the pulse. Yeah, you guys are super happy. I can see it. Like, you know, Alien Tenor is in the house. Jolly, I mean, what you're saying. Like and subscribe, people. You know what it is. Zeus voice, like and subscribe. Yalim, I mean, you were the most skeptical in the watch along. There was so many questions about Rashford and Garnacho after the game. Not a single question about Mount. What's going on with Mount? Anyway, come on, guys. United. I'm happy for the win. What you are saying, Zeus, as well. Everyone is flabbergasted. I'm gassed to the moon, man. I don't really care what's going on. Chelsea's leading over Brentford 1-0. You know, that's good for the Premier League table. Let Chelsea catch the Scousers and let us come from behind, what they say. Spurs is 5-0 at the moment. Oh, my God, half time. Alien Tenor, they're doing a madness, but you know, Spurs will be Spursy, right? We will take them. We will definitely take them on Thursday. Boom, shakalaka, boom, what you Roddy is saying here. G-Wolf, big up G-Wolf, my man. Guys, if you want to come in and have you say afterwards, after this player rating, please, I will paste the link in because this is an after party where everyone is invited. G-Wolf is saying, United were awesome today. We even pinned City down in the on half most of the time. 100% we did. And one person that is so happy, I haven't seen him for ages. He just disappeared. Is no other than Jarvis Cocker. Guys, smash a one if you want to see Jarvis. Let's add him to the stage. Jarvis.
Jarvis. The city is yours. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure? It's good to be red. It's good to be winning this game against our biggest rival, or Liverpool is our biggest rival, but again, our noisy neighbor, Manchester City. What a game. What an ending of that game. The last 5 minutes, scoring 2 goals in a row. Oh my God! I was screaming to the TV, shouting. My dog. I have a new dog, by the way, in the house.
You have a dog?
I'm just this. What do you call it? The dog sitting.
I thought you were the top dog in your house. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, the dog was like, "What's going on?" And I was like screaming to the TV, but that was so fantastic. It was great. I just did my match reaction on Tachtical Devils. And I have some time, so I could jump over here and say hello to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, what was your tactical break? I am, listen, shivers. Like you see goosebumps here, right? You know, that's final. I mean, I thought the game was over 1-0. I mean, we played exceptional well. We were setting up a, shape. We were really good defensively. They didn't lay a glove on the open play. They had a little bit of a, luck, and the deflection that came off Amad Dialo that became the match winner is just written in the sky. The Fergie time exists. 2 goals in 2 minutes. We see out the game. We sub out Amad, put in like 4 centre backs to see it out. But I saw it that Pep Guardiola lost his shit. He thought like, okay, 1-0 in the back, so he did a fatal substitution. He took up De Bruyne and put in, what is his name, Kovacic instead.
Kovacic,
as soon as, just to sit deep. But I saw I saw the hotometer picking up in possession. Man United was leading the possession against City, which is very unusual, 52%. And all of a sudden we surpassed them in passes completed and everything. And I was like, wow, something's going on here, Jarvis.
Tactically, it was the other way around, Mick. It was 52% to City and 48% to us. But who's counting? We were in control of that game. We kept possession, especially in that second half. I think we kept possession for longer periods of that second half, and City was just running after it. So I love that we can actually control a game, and we turned it up a notch in the last minute. In the 77th minute, Amorim did 3 brilliant subs. I think Anthony came on and then actually influenced the game really well, and he gave Amad more space to go inside, because Anthony kept the width and was dangerous. So we forced the Manchester City fullback Nunes to be more. Was it Nunes or was it Walker? I don't know. He was on that left side. I think it was Walker. Yeah, but anyway, to force him to be wider, so there were a little bit of gap for Amad to run into. So that also gave us that penalty, and that second goal was Anthony running into that space that was open because of.
They made a difference with Anthony coming in, because those two, Amad and Anthony, they do have like some form of connection, they're both technical players. So it's brilliant. What was your thought on Bruno Fernandes' game today, by the way?
Yeah, I think as I said in my show, I think both Bruno, Ugarte, and Mainu, they worked really hard. We got to realize that Amad doesn't track back the same way. He's kind of giving more of a free role in this system. So you depend on having 3 guys actually running their socks off. And my God, they did. They are like, as I said, they are like gladiators running up and down, constantly working, annoying Manchester City, don't giving them any space, any time. And Ugarte, what a man. What a man. Breaking up play, how aggressive. He's so bang on all the time. Imagine being a Manchester City player. You're used to being in control of the ball, having time, controlling possession, but Ugarte always bang, bang, bang,
but
bang.
Playing against him. What impressed me in this game, that we went toe to toe with them in the midfield. I mean, that was Ugarte. What you mentioned, he was all over the shop. He was like a pit bull on a bone. You know what I'm constantly on the shin bone, right? The only thing that I
was like
The only thing that I thought was the weakest link was our left side with the Dialo. That was a little bit worried. But you know what? If you look at Bruno's stats, according to Statman Dave, he had 65 touches, 12 ball recoveries, 5 tackles, 3 chances created, 2.5 crosses completed, 2 shots, and 1 goal on the penalty.
Yeah, it's good. That's really good. But I think all of them had a good game. Even Dialo, what lacks with Dialo, it's going forward. I think Manchester City played a high line, and they kept the team really compact centrally. So they left space for Dialo out left. But they know, I think they know that the Dialo has a right foot. So every time he received the ball, when we shifted the play from one side to the other, he needed to take an extra touch. And when you take an extra touch, it gives Kyle Walker the time to close the gap. So we couldn't really utilize that space that came with Dialo. And it's not Dialo's fault that he's being played at left wing back, but I think he do as good as he can, and we are starting to see a little bit of fatigue. I think he started every game besides except the Bodø/Glimt game. So, and last season he played almost every game. So I would like us to buy a new left wing back.
In January window.
I think that will be the solution.
Roddy Johnson has a question for you. Do you think that Ugarte can be the new Kino?
Yeah, let's hope so. But I think he already is. I think he's so brilliant. I love Ugarte as a footballer. The passion.
Yeah, big up Carlos as well for being a member for 18 months, brother. Big up Carlos. Rasmus, though, we're going to talk about Rasmus because Alien Tenno says Rasmus run his socks off. 100% in a forlorn position today. Outnumbered constantly, yes. There was something that I want to bring up, Jarvis. The only critique that I had, because this formation, this setup, reminded me of how we set up against Arsenal. We were very good defensively, good shape, good everything. But, when you do that, we kind of lack that final third, creativity to sort of put it forward, right? So if you look at the overall shots on target, I think we came to 35 minutes without scoring a 1 shot on target, right? But the second half was more proactive.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
the game opened more up, and we had to take more chances. We were 1-0 down, and I think also Manchester City were a little bit knackered. I think they have players that are on their last breath in a way. Gundogan, even Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. They're not as active as they used to be, and a lot of people, when you see the comparison with Man United when Ferguson retired, that team with Rio, Ferdinand, Patrick Evra, Rooney, all of them in their last couple of seasons, so they start to look leggy, and I think also that when you talk about the parallel or the difference between first half and second half, I think Amorim relied on Manchester City actually taking their foot off the pedal a little bit. So
No,
we came more into the game. So it was like you said in the pre-match build-up. That we just sat back, we just waited it out and waited for the opening, and when the time was right, we started to attack more.
Tactically speaking, I thought that was the way he was setting up, like, to stay alive in the first half, and then second half you do some tactical changes, waiting for Pep Guardiola to make his first move, which he did, because we didn't do a substitution until 7 minutes. And Jarvis is saying like the substitution were brilliant, like, they changed the game. And Rasmus Højlund, yes, 100%, he would be fine. He's still learning. Alien Tenor is saying second half was 1 yard further up on the pitch. 100%, we moved the ball quicker.
And City was 1 yard lower down because of they subbed Kevin De Bruyne, because Kevin De Bruyne was acting like number 10 behind Haaland. But when we subbed him for Kovacic was sitting in the 6. So they were a little bit more defensive. They tried to see off their lead and then just win 1-0. But
that's exactly what I think. And we stuck to our system. He had a game plan and it worked. The substitutions. Jamie Wayne is saying his system works, but it needs reinforcements. Thoughts? What kind of reinforcements?
We need. First of all, left wing back. That's our Achilles at the moment. But I won't criticize anyone winning away against City on Etihad, even though City are at their worst. We haven't seen a City team like this in 10 years.
Oh, no, man.
11 games now, 1 win in 11.
Okay, 22nd in the Champions League. They're facing PSG. Come on. They're done. They're done. Box is saying here, like to fellow Norwegian, why didn't Haaland play today? Where was Haaland?
He was in Maguire's pocket.
Maguire.
Maguire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maguire.
But Harry Maguire, I gotta say, he's been giving a lot of stick. And he was the most unpopular person in Manchester a couple of years ago. Everybody hated on him. He got so much stick from everyone. It was almost like a bullying campaign against Maguire. But he pulled through. And actually now he's starting to function really well. And I'm actually open to giving him a new 1-year contract after this season, because I think he suits playing in a back three system.
Yeah.
I think this is his strength, because he gets the freedom to push out, to be aggressive without the risk of exposing himself, leaving space in behind, because there's always 3 of them. And this is what you saw today with the back 5. That's what's so fantastic. You can play. You think playing with the 5 defenders is defensively, but it's not. It's more aggressive, because you always are free to jump up and press aggressively. And this is what we saw from Maguire today. Haaland were nowhere to be seen.
No, he was pocketed. What was his name? De Bruyne, nowhere to be seen. The only one that tried was Doku. Like, he was spinning and spinning and spinning. We pocketed even, what's his name, Bernardo Silva as well. We were ganging up on him. Like, we chopped him down. Bruno chopped him down. I want to ask you from a tactical perspective, what made a difference? What did Amorim do right in this? Was this sticking to his system, waiting out for Pep to do his mistake, and then switch around? Because that's the way I saw it. He didn't make any subs. Normally he does subs in the 60th minute, but he waited for Pep to do his first draw. And then accordingly he did the subs. Do you see that?
Yeah, Amorim is a tactician. He's a great manager, and I think what we have seen so far, we talked about it, Peter and me, earlier on Tactical Devils. How would you rate Amorim so far? And when it comes to result, maybe I will rate him and give him a 6 out of 10 because it hasn't been great, but the impact he has shown us, how he got the players running, how they so quickly took to the system and actually understand the roles, and how he talks to the media, how he managed the squad now with Rashford and Garnacho, for example. I'm speechless. I give him a 10 out of 10. I think he's been brilliant.
It's been brilliant the way he's rotating, giving players a chance. And there's been a lot of questions why he left out Garnacho and Rashford. And maybe there's some disciplinary action he was saying afterwards, like, the way you dress, the way you eat, the way you rock up for training and behave as a professional. This guy means business. And players have been developing and taking his advice. Højlund thrives in his system.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Højlund as well. Amad Dialo, I mean, it's crime that Erik ten Hag left him outside. Now he's flourishing. Ugarte, Mazarawi, my God, they can play everywhere. So
yeah, he was great today. So aggressive. He has like this long legs and his body just like swarms around the defender. There's no way to turn, and he's so quick in his movement. I love Mazraoui as a player. He's fantastic.
Did you see that corner struggle between Haaland and Højlund, the Scandinavian rumble?
No, when was this?
That was in the first half when City had a corner, and basically Højlund was battling it out with the Viking Haaland. There was
the grab, dancing. They were wrestling. Yeah,
and speaking about that,
Højlund should be careful because some referees can actually give a penalty when you do stuff like that. We all remember the Højlund's grab in Rodri's shirt when they got the penalty last season. So you never know with the referees and VAR and PGMOL. They are in kind of a way giving City a lot of favors, and we know this.
And speaking about that, what's your thoughts regarding this?
Oh,
Walker!
What a fucking joke Kyle Walker is. Is
oh my God!
If it was up to me, he should have been giving a 2 to 3 game ban afterwards because of this. Because he's obviously filming and he's trying to fool everybody, and it doesn't belong in football. All the kids
tried to influence the game to send out Rasmus. He clearly just falls down and dive, and that should be a red card according to my opinion. That is absolutely disruption of the game and influencing, and everyone, you saw the fight, the grit, determination. Everyone, even Onana, went into the scruffle. The whole team was fighting.
Onana run all the way up there just to get involved. It's cool, but it's things like this happen in the heat of the moment, and Højlund should be careful. He shouldn't be that aggressive going up to Walker's face, because it can easily be seen as a headbutt. If he just moves his head a little bit, that's enough, and to give the referee an excuse to give him a red card. So he should be careful. But Walker, oh my God, you are an embarrassment.
Embarrassment. And the whole city is an embarrassment because the city is ours. It's red. I want to bring in Bruno Fernandes to the stage, what he said about the whole team performance. If you don't mind, Jarvis.
Bring him in.
Bring in Bruno. Let's play Bruno.
Bruno, how are you feeling? Because that would be an incredible feeling for you, the rest of the squad, and the fans as well.
No, obviously, really happy to give this to the fans. They were the ones that were here today. Unbelievable. We felt their support all the way through the game. It was tough. It's been a tough moment for the club, for the fans, for the players, for everyone. And they being always behind us. And we need this because we need to build. We need to build. I know it's probably for them listening to this so many times. We need to build. And then we end up not doing as much as we wanted to do. But this team really wants it, and obviously we have to show it now already straight away on Thursday again.
You believe he's right? This team really wanted it today, Jarvis? Everyone
Yeah,
was up for it.
they did. You could see it right away that they were up for it. And we know with these players, they show up for the Man City game. But we also know that they can drop in performance. For example, just 1 week ago we lost against Nottingham Forest. So, but I'm glad to see the players fighting, giving all just to win this game. And Bruno Fernandes' goal celebration when he scored on that penalty, that face he made, running to the like this, like really arrogant. I loved that. I loved like that. That's what do you call it? It's shithousery against
shithousery. Yeah,
shithousery against the Manchester City fan. And this is what a captain should do. It's fantastic. I really enjoy Bruno under Amorim, and he looks more in control of himself. He's not as erratic. He's not as emotional, and he's more controlled. So if we can keep it up, I think we will see a better version of Bruno. And Bruno has been under a lot of criticism lately and this season. So, but he's starting to score a lot of goals. I think he's on to 6 penalties this season. I don't know how many goals he has so far, but if he can play like this every game, I have no problem with him.
Yeah, cool. Now, if you look at Bruno's stats for today, was 65 touches, 12 ball recoveries, and 5 tackles, 3 chance created, 2/4 crosses completed, 2 shots, and 1 goal and penalty. He took a very cool and composed. He did it. What? No, well, I don't know. Was it me? It wasn't me. Anyway, let's continue to listen to Bruno.
Yeah.
Now, this game was a bit of a battle. It was hard, but you just didn't give up no matter what. And do you think that's important that you did that together?
No, of course. We have to do it always as a team. If the team believes, and even sometimes when we shake a little bit, we need a little bit of 1 or 2 or 3 players to show that the belief is still there. We still have a chance to win the game. We still have a chance to get a result or something. We need always that from the team, because when you got that, then the energy comes up, and then you get chances, and then you lift your head and you go again and you go again and you try it. And that's what happened today.
I think that something has changed within this team. I think that, we saw the shithousery between Amad Dialo, the bust up a little bit, and Ruben Amorim was saying that's good. People are giving a shit, right? Now the fighting spirit is there. Like, Bruno is leading the line. Everyone is fighting for the team. With you just need to add those players like Ugarte, Amad, people that wants to win.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, so you don't need players like Rashford to stink up the place, with this body language to run like a sack of potato, right? Let's continue.
You had to have nerves of steel for that penalty as well, didn't you?
Yeah, obviously after that miss, I was really frustrated with myself, and I got another chance, so I had to deliver, and was a yes or yes in that moment.
It was a yes. He sent Edison to the wrong corner. What a stone cold penalty it was. I like it. It was. Bruno?
Great celebration too. And an even better celebration with Amad as well. What did you make of Amad's performance there? It seemed you were all delighted for him.
No, obviously we are delighted for him because he's been really good. He's a really humble kid that he's worked a lot since he arrived at the club. I've been here since he arrived, and he's been trying to get his chances. In some moments he got it, then he went away for a loan in Championship where he did brilliantly. And I think some Sunderland fans still miss him. So it's brilliant to have him on the team that he's now doing the right things and getting his chances, getting his goals. But everyone is important, and everyone is going to be involved in games, as the Mendes has shown. Everyone is part of this team, and everyone's gonna get their time to play, to show themselves. And every time they step on the pitch, they have to show that's why they play for Man United.
Yeah, brilliant. That's the way it should be. As soon as you put on the shirt, just because you made it to Man United doesn't mean anything. Now the work starts, Jarvis.
Yeah. He's right, and I see him improving also as a captain. You saw in the beginning of the game when Mason Mount was injured, Bruno was one of the first actually going up to him, and he needed he needed a hand on his shoulder, because I think Mason Mount really felt bad about being injured again. And
Yeah,
you know, I think
yeah,
he feels the
100%.
pressure. You know, it's 55 million plus 5 add-ons. We bought him from Chelsea with 1 year left on his contract. That we pissed that money away, and Mason Mount feels responsible. He wants to give back to the team and to the squad, and I think he wants to be involved. He's been out for almost 1.5 season now, injured, and yeah, it's tough for Mason Mount, but then again, I think we can't carry players like Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. I think it's time to do something and just get rid, because yeah. But Bruno Fernandes as a captain, I think, and you could also see the rest of the players going to him and give him an arm around the shoulder and help him in a very difficult moment for him in his career. So, Mick, what do you think? What do you think we should do with Mason Mount?
With Mason Mount, Papi, you're there. We have Botswana in the house.
Hey, bring up.
You should take the question. What should we do with the Mason Mount? He froze.
Mason Mount, we should give him Duolingo and help him learn Arabic, because, brother, availability is one of your best abilities as a football player. And if you're not available, bro, you might as well pack your bags and go. What is the point of somebody who says, I would have passed that test if I had studied? I would have passed that test if I had showed up to the test room. Bro, just right now, this is your last year. This is your make and break year. If Mason Mount does not prove what he's going to do this year, it's time to go.
But what happened? Was it a hamstring?
I have no idea the extent of the injury. All I want to know is I have an idea right now of the extent to which this player is fraudulent. And this player right now, I know injuries is not something you choose, Mick. I know injuries is not something you plan for. It's not something that, unless you're Luke Shaw. I know that injuries, happen to anybody. But Mason Mount, bro, we need durable players. We need players that can actually show up to work. There's no point in having the best accountant if they're not there to balance the books. There is no point. So for me, this is his last chance. This year, under Ruben Amorim's first year, this is Mason Mount's last chance, because you can tell Ruben Amorim speaks of him fondly. You can tell that he respects him and he sees his importance in the squad. That's why he chose him to play today. That's why he was in the starting lineup. So he needs to pull up his socks and make sure he needs to fix up his chakras, talk to his God, to fix or pay off his debts, because there's people out there that's probably making him have all this bad luck. He needs to figure it out ASAP. Mason Mount, you have the qualities, but you need to be able to be there to deliver the qualities. So, bro, learn Arabic if you're not going to be around on a long-term basis. That's my stance on it.
Yeah, and I hear you, and I feel it's very, very shameful, because Mason Mount off the ball and on the ball, and that's what Ruben Amorim trusts him. He just can't stay fit, in my opinion, guys. Welcome back, Jarvis. What's your thought on Mason Mount yourself then? Like, what should we do? Like, if you can't stay fit, it's about your diet, it's your genes. What's going on?
Yes, it's very worrying. I think there was the old injury that came back. He wasn't in any situation. It wasn't a tackle. It wasn't anything. He was just running, and suddenly he just sits on his ass. So he felt it again. I think it's his hamstring, and people with hamstring problems. You see the same with Luke Shaw. Never ends well. I've been a footballer myself. I know how hamstring injuries are. You feel you are good again. You feel you're able to play, and then one sprint, you feel it burns. It's back, and then you're out for 6 weeks, and you're back, and you try to train. Everything feels well. First sprint when you play a game, it's back. So it's a never-ending story, and it's really hard to get out of injuries like this.
Yeah.
I see here Box also say Giggs managed to win the battle versus hamstrings. Yeah, some players do. maybe it's genetical, maybe it's physical, but he needs to do something because he can't keep
Jarvis,
going. We can't do this. We can't
it's
keep
getting to a
going
point.
with this stance. Say
Jarvis,
again.
if I may add, it's getting to a point where it's psychological. It's not just physical at the moment, because at this point, like, this guy has never given us an availability for 10 games in a row ever since he's worn a red shirt. You know, we'll take a page from other players and say, bro, if Alvaro Morata had to change his number because he thought like that number 9 shirt at Chelsea was giving him bad chi and bad energy, bro, change the number. Wear number 17, Mason Mount. If that's the kid number, that's behind your back. But you know, I don't know how superstitious the people in this VAR room are, but bro, they sometimes when things energy is just not right, and you need to figure out what it is. Fix it with your maker. Fix it with your God. Fix it. Get time to get spiritual, because this is beyond football. How can a guy that is so good in training and the manager rates him? I have more than 2 press conferences of proof that Ruben Amorim likes Mason Mount.
He does. He does.
You know, but what are we gonna do?
I don't know. Let's. You know, I asked Bruno earlier. You know what Bruno said? I don't know. 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 We got legends in the house. We got Berber in the house. We got Box in the house. Shaquille Oatmeal. We have a lot of legends in the house. Rush Mano is here. Stephanie Griffith, Roddy Johnson. Guys, you've been amazing. We have Alien Tenno as well in the house. Don't forget to go and vote for your player ratings and have your say, because it's right there. Like, you know, that's what we're here for as well. The 7th shirt, what you're saying, and Jarvis Malmini is saying the 7th shirt should be retired. It's cursed. Or who should have the 7th shirt? Number 7.
Don't give it to Amad. Don't give it to Amad.
No, don't.
Stay away.
Yeah. Now Poppy's getting spiritual.
Put that shirt in the fridge and then pray for it. Pray for it day in, day out, and next season we can see who deserves it. Because definitely Garnacho does not deserve it. Amad Dialo does not yet deserve it. Who else that is a candidate for this number 7 shirt or may want it? Yeah, those 2 players, I know that look. Yeah, I would actually say Mazraoui is ahead of is ahead of Alejandro Garnacho in terms of the number 7 shirt. But for now, for me, what I do is put that shirt, retire it for now, and just wait till there's somebody that deserves it.
A question for you guys in the panel now. Like, you know, this is a serious question. I know we won with this brilliant game, but if we're talking about Ruben Amorim's system, the players to play, you know, you can start to see who fits in the system. But do you think that...
I know who deserves the number 7 shirt before you say your question.
Okay, yeah, okay. Save a prayer.
Ruben Amorim should wear number 7.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the question that I have for you, to collect my train of thoughts, like, you know, I think this is a blessing in the sky that we are changing system, because certain players are getting called out. You can see this system work. It takes a little bit of time to implement, but we're getting there 100%. Now, there's 2 players that was left out in the squad today. We don't know why. Of course, there was some leaks to say that, you know, it was a little bit shame that the league lineup came out yesterday, and obviously people putting 2 and 2 together. It might be Rashford, it might be Garnacho, but if I find it weird that they didn't even play today. They didn't was on the bench whatsoever. But the question is, and this is I love Garnacho, but I think he's wasted in he doesn't fit in the system. He's a natural winger, right? Do you think that United would be ruthless and cash in on Garnacho and Rashford? Because we don't have money at the moment, so we need to sell assets. Do you think that he will be a sacrificial lamb like we did under Fergie?
Jarvis, take that question.
Who should be a sacrificial lamb?
Garnacho.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to know because it's just speculations. We heard a lot of rumors that it's Garnacho's brother who leaks all this stuff, and we heard James was it James Ducker, the Telegraph, coming out today with comments on Rashford not listening and don't care and don't take feedback and behave childishly, immature. And after Belfast, we all know this. But James Ducker at the Telegraph is actually a well-renowned journalist, and it's not the Sun, so it's something there. It's something there. So
something there.
I think actually Ruben Amorim is doing the right thing, and we don't need them. We won against City without them. They're not part of the team. So good riddance, or you can take the responsibility for your actions, start working harder, be on time, act as a professional, and take the game to the scruff of its neck and actually start performing, because they can't be going on with these mediocre performances. And I'm not happy with any of them because it's not good enough.
The reason why I'm asking the question was that, both are left wingers. They are not fitting in the number 10 system, right?
Yeah.
So they're wasted. You try to shoehorn him. We tried, Garnacho as a number 10. We tried Rashford as a number 10. It doesn't work.
We tried Garnacho as left wing back last game.
Yeah, it doesn't work either. So that's why I'm saying that knowing that there are, high valuable players, you can get 50, 60 for Garnacho. You can get 40 for Rashford, and that's your money, right? Because they're not going to fit in the system anyway. Sometimes you have to cut your losses, and that's why I'm asking you the question. Do you see them being sold based on there not being utility players?
I would give Garnacho a little bit more time. He's still young. He's just recently became 20 years of age, and I've been 19, 20 myself. But it's time to grow up, Garnacho. It's time to grow up and start acting as a professional footballer. And when it comes to Rashford, I think that ship has sailed, and there's only one solution, and that is do the best thing for Rashford and do the best thing for Man United, and that is to part ways.
I saw a comment earlier that Rashford had his best game of the season today. I don't know who mentioned it, but a legendary comment. Rushman is saying, I think he should.
Rashford is our best left winger on the bench. If he can play left wing on the bench, I'll be happy. Sitting winger. I honestly feel like today. I'm still in a celebratory mood. I don't want to read too much into the game and what the significance of it for the season. But I think today is a wake-up call for Rashford to tell him, we can get results without you. You need to get it in your head that you are just a player. The club is before the player. The club will be there after the player. So you need to figure yourself out, sort yourself out. And, the manager talked about this in the post-match press conference. Sometimes it's about the way you dress, your attitude in training. Sometimes it's about how you apply yourself with your teammates and how you actually conduct yourself. So I am a big fan of Ruben Amorim's statement that he kept on repeating in the post-match press conference. He says, new game, new day, something like that. He said something, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but it's just about turning a new leaf. And he said the same applies to even somebody, our star player today, Amad Dialo. Don't praise him for 10 minutes, but then you got to bring him back down and tell him that the next game, you start afresh. The next game, it's all about. So for me, there was something that was clear today. We have to improve our one-on-one finishing, because Amad and Bruno had moments in the game prior to the 86th minute that they could have actually impacted the game by dribbling the goalkeeper and then getting a clear shot at the goal, But I'm glad that I made it count. Yeah. Go ahead, Mick.
Speaking about Amad, there was his first derby, to be honest, and everyone in the fan base, has been singing his hymn sheets. Bruno said it in the interview, like he's been around but never given a chance. Ten Hag, he was man of the month twice, and then he was kept out. And it's criminal now when you look at it, Ten Hag never used him, and all of a sudden Amorim comes in and gets the best out of him. He's listening. He's intelligent. You can see how intelligent he is on the pitch. But this is what Amad had to say post-match interview, guys. Let's bring him to the stage, because this is quite. You can see this guy he's not an egotistical person, like as a team player, right?
Amad, you have got a big smile on your face. How are you feeling after that?
Very good.
Very good.
Nice. Winning against say a derby like this, winning away against them, one of the best team in the world, you can have only good feeling. And yeah, I'm so happy.
You have shown so much confidence whilst you've been playing today and over the past few games. Obviously, you're coming really into form now. How important is it that the teammates around you have supported you throughout this? They've really helped you today, haven't they?
Yeah, I've been waiting for a long time to have this moment.
We know he's been waiting. You remember that long horse face in the Europa League? He was standing there. What? Okay.
It's
I
gone.
work
It's gone.
very hard to have this moment, to live this moment, and I'm so happy. The team is very happy with me because I'm chill guy. Every time in the training, I make a smile in everyone's face, So yeah, but in the game, you have to be focused and try to do your best. And today we know was not easy because we have in the front C. But this is a derby. If you want to win, you have to be more angry than them, and we show it. We were angry and we were.
Yeah, more angry, but he said it himself. I'm such a chill guy, and that person, like you take your chances, right? This is your chance to take, and he's grabbing it with the scruff of the neck, But the key, what he says here, is basically you need to be angry, and we were angrier than them. We wanted it more.
Happy to win the game.
You were at the heart of all the creation of those moments and creation of those chances. How much are you enjoying this? Because not only obviously the game today and that incredible goal, but it's more in a sense that you are really enjoying every single second. And do you think that's key to your development so far this season?
Yeah. I am following the manager system.
Following the manager system.
Pressing, and when I have to press, I go 100%, and I don't care who is there, who is not there. I go 100%, and this system demand a lot of pressing. And yeah, I was happy to win the first penalty, and I tried to shoot, but I was maybe a little bit smart to say maybe the defender was coming, and he touched my legs, penalty. And the second one, yeah, we know Richa is a good player to give you this ball. And yeah, I did at the beginning. I didn't believe in the ball because it was going too quick. But yeah, I touched the ball and I scored. I was so happy to score against C, and so happy to win this game.
Jarvis, this is something we've been talking about a lot, and he's not an egotistical person. Like, he likes to create for others. He's such a humble person. He takes this opportunity, plays for the team, and he's improving. Like, it's a lot of pressing. And so far, he's been a pressing monster, like, snatching the ball, creating winners, scoring, passing for others. But if I compare it to Garnacho in certain ways, Garnacho needs to learn from Amad. Like, look up, pass, Garnacho. Amad is a perfect example, Jarvis. What do you reckon?
Yeah, he's been through his struggle. Ten Hag didn't give him a chance. We all know this. It was a big L for Ten Hag not giving Amad a chance, and we know he has the talent. He came from Atalanta as a young kid. 40 million, I think we paid for him, including add-ons. I was really skeptical at that time when we signed him. But he came in as a clean sheet. We didn't know anything about him, and he proved us all wrong. Some people say he's too small. He don't have the physical ability to be a Premier League player, but we see him. We see his low center of gravity, his ball control, his natural ability, his balance on the ball, his courage, always believing in himself, taking on guys. I think he had 8 dribble attempts and 6 of them was successful this game. So he clearly impacts the game. And the thing is, he learns, he's smart. I love that he has footballing IQ. How he managed to figure out that offside trap, because Manchester City, they were extremely high and compact, and made it really difficult for us because we want to run in behind. And this is Amorim's tactic. We want to either carry the ball, but City were too compact. We couldn't carry the ball. It was impossible for us to play the ball through because of their offside trap. But Amad, he learned through that first half. He had two or three offsides, but in the second half he started to curve his run. He did it in a couple of instances on the penalty situation. That run and the goal curves his run. He runs from one side, goes in an S, but he keeps his momentum. He keeps his pace. He's not like Rashford, who runs, stops, and runs. He keeps his pace during that run.
Yeah, he does. Definitely.
And I love players who are smart enough to adapt during the game and understand what's really going on. There's not many players to do this. You can see sometimes Messi in his prime. He used to walk around for 15 minutes not doing nothing, but he was just observing the game and seeing for weakness.
Repeated point again. Yes, I love it. Just repeat it just because I love it, sir. Please say that example again. I'm not saying he's Messi. I'm not saying he's the black Messi, but I love the guys what Jarvis said about his learning curve in the game, because these things you have to learn in the game that you as a player has to apply. You can't have the coach talk to you. You yourself have to figure it out. And we're seeing this time and time again with Mr. Cashford, who does not learn anything new in a game. You know, we've seen this. Amad Diallo is the player that Anthony wants to be. Anthony Dos Santos has posters of Amad Diallo, or should have posters of Amad Diallo in his bedroom. I'm gonna leave it right there.
No, you got a point, because in-game management is down to players, 100%. Like, you know, you got to be an open AI and figure out yourself how can you change the game and develop in train. In training, there's certain things you can do, but it's the in-game what you do. Like, you know, how do you change the game as players? Manager can only do certain things. Halftime can sort of motivate players, but the players need to figure out, how do I crack the code here? How do I do this? Aha, let's run behind here. Let's do this. Let's do a shimmy. Let's drop a shoulder. But this guy is so, like, you know, humble, and he's so intelligent the way he reads the game, you know, and he's fearless in certain ways. He's fearless, and he doesn't really like to stay in the limelight. Like, you know what I mean? Berber is saying a lot of game is played in your head. 100% players will observe it, but we do better. Yeah, it's how you read the game.
But it's not pointing at your head. That's not playing the game with the head. It's about using your head.
It's about using your head. And
if you know one certain guy who used to do this all the time, but it's not about this. Mick, if you allow me, I just want to share a couple of things.
Sure.
Or would you play the rest of the interview first?
I think we gotta go, guys. I gotta go, but I want to just share. I want to say thank you for letting me share these thoughts. And big up to Amad Diallo, big up to Manchester United, and shout out to everybody in the chat. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Much love to all you guys. You know.
Listen, you're finally back in the motherland, Botswana. How is it over there? Are you on the safari?
Bro, yeah, I'm on a safari. I actually left the camp to come and be able to talk about this. You know, like, this is how much it means to me. So I've been on a safari trip. I've been seeing elephants, giraffes, lions. All the big five animals. And I want to just say today, Manchester is red. That's why I had to bring out the red wine and come to a place of, come on, cheers to all the reds around the world. I'm out. My name is Botswana Papi. You are watching MUFC Realist TV. Big up to my bros, Jarvis and Mick. Just like that. We out. Peace.
Hey, big man. Cheers, big ears. Well, you know what? We are on a zebra crossing.
And I just wanted to because I need to go in a couple of minutes, because
we were gonna do the player ratings after this,
to be honest, on his stream. But I just want to show the viewers on this channel what we went through on the Tachtical Devils. First of all, it's about Diallo's stats. I don't know if you can see this. I try to enhance it. Say 94% pass accuracy for a creative player. That's fucking amazing. You know, it should be like 75%, but 94, it's incredible. 7 out of 10 duels, 5 out of 8 dribbles, 4 shots, 1 penalty, 1 and 1 goal. So the best player by a mile by Statman Dave. So, but I just want to show you some footage, and if you look at this picture here, This is Manchester City in control of the ball, and usually they play around all, and they have so many options to play the ball. And if you look at it, we have Kobe Mainoo, we have Xerxes and Diallo. So our press is not extremely aggressive in this instance of play. But what happened here is Matteo Nunes gets the ball, and we press very smart because Kobe Mainoo blocks off this side, and Xerxes applies pressure, so there's no way for Matheus Nunes to play up this way, so he has to go back. And look at this guy in the far end of. He already smells the opportunity because his intelligence. He uses his brain and eyes and knows what to do. So the pass from Nunes goes here. It's a bad pass, and you see here now Amad Dialo.
Now, he's making the run.
He understands what's going on, but he comes from this side on the blind angle of Ruben Diaz, and suddenly Ruben Diaz sees him. But because you have to be like a stealth plane. So Ruben Diaz suddenly, oh shit, and he's too late. And he intercepts the pass. You see here Ederson, he's waffling, and he stops with the ball. He keeps composed. Nunes is in full panic mode.
Oh yeah, he is.
Amad just steps on the ball, and Nunes swoops him, and the penalty is done. So it's small things like Amad's positioning, Amad's ability to understand when the trigger point is there to run, Xerxes' way to press, and Kobe Mainoo's way to block them in. So there's so many small things that really shifts the game. And this was a key moment of the game in a way, because now we were in the game. And the second one, this is Bruno's penalty and his celebration. But the second thing is, this is the goal from Amad. You see here, it's Martinez on the ball. But you see here, there's no urgency. Manchester City are in control. They have a back four. They have one. They have four in the midfield and Haaland on top. So they are sitting in a 4-1-4-1 defensive structure, and they are actually in balance and control. And Martinez just stands there and waits. And Amad is here.
There he is.
Yeah. Look at the angle of his body. His angle of his body is pointing this way. So you would suspect as a defender that you need to be aware of this area. But Amad, he makes a lot of trickery, and he's very smart in his movement. Now you see the pass is going. You see Licha is taking the last touch before he will smack the ball, the through ball, and Amad is now suddenly running. And the defender is caught a little bit off guard because he's on his front foot, because he thinks Amad is going to drop. And this gives Amad a little bit extra, 1 millisecond extra of space. And the way Amad curves his run, because he runs like this, like in an S, just to stay on side and to make it difficult for the defender. So you see the next picture, he turns towards the ball, so the defender has to stop, and in the next instance he runs through. So it's all those small details that gives you milliseconds. It always looks like Amad has a lot of time on the ball, but it's because of his movements, his smartness, how he do things. And brilliant finish. Reminds me of Berbatov or who else? Great strikers we have had.
Berbatov was in the studio complimenting this, but you also got to look at the other players that are sort of chaperoning. Like, if you look at Xerxes as well, how he's positioning as well, and how he's drawing in the defenders, they're all looking and ball watching. If you can see,
good observation, Mick, because you see here Xerxes is angling his run, dragging the defender with him, opening up this space for Amad to run into. And so it's a team effort. It's not only Amad. It's a big thanks to Xerxes for opening up this space. So
And he did, yeah.
so many details in this, and
Because you can see that Xerxes drawing two defenders on him, right? They're both looking at Xerxes. Well, Amad has the free run. You can see that Xerxes doing and playing a major part of this as well. And plus, you have who is on the outer corner.
Yes, it's Dialo who's on the left. Yeah. So this is the small things that makes this goal happen. So guys, if you want to see more of this, I did a tactical breakdown on my new channel, Tachtical Devils. So after this show ends, go over to Tachtical Devils, give me a subscribe. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I hope that I will be at 100 subscribers tomorrow. And give me a like. So yeah, Tachtical Devils.
We always like you, Jarvis. I'm going to play this clip that I got from Rashmano. What did it feel? How Amad felt after the game. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at him. He looks so humble.
Yeah, kissing the badge. Brilliant. And Bruno hugging him, and it's like, well done, son. You've done it. Yeah, definitely. There's no brainer. Tachtical Devils, Jarvis' new channel. Go check it out, cats. Brilliant as per usual. 100%. You broke it down pretty beautiful, Jarvis, to be honest, as well. But he's saying here, I think Amad would make a great striker similar to Ronaldo Switch. Still young, still learn so much. And one thing what we discovered in this show today is that when we broke it down, his intelligence of reading the game and changing the game, understanding the runs, when to press. He said it himself in the interview. He's listening to the manager. He's playing in the system. So he's a system player, right? Not an egocentrical player. And don't give him a bumper contract.
No. But he's the future. He's our future. And let's just keep hold of Amad. Keep him humble. Don't big him up too much. And so he can stay sharp, And I believe that he is. You can see it. He's humble, and he's not. But the problem is, with these young guys coming through, being the new stars, you have the entourage assembling around them, all these leeches who want to be part of the fame and fortune. So let's protect Amad and give him the time, because he's still young. He will vary in his performances. Sometimes he will be brilliant, but sometimes he will have a stinker, and that's just the way it is being a young guy. So let's as fans unite around him and just, grow. Let him grow in his own time.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And you mentioned something important with the entourage. Kath, if he's the future is bright. I totally agree. John Edmund in the house as well. Big up John Edmund. Imagine when Ruben gets the players he wants. Oof, I can't imagine. But if you mention entourage, I'm thinking about Rashford. His brother is his agent. And Dwayne Bernard is surrounding himself with the negativity. Got the bumper contract. Doesn't really been bothered. Doesn't really look like he wants to play football. Now this is a new dawn. This is Ruben Amorim calling the shots, and he's got his players that clearly listen to him and adapting. But certain players need to step up, or they'll be out. And I believe that Rashford will not even make it this season, man. I don't think so. I think that Ruben Amorim said, president today, said leave him out of the squad. Him and Garnacho said they leave them a lesson, make them hungry. So it's up to them now. He said it in a post-match. It's an interview as well. It's up to Rashford to want it, to take it. So here's the opportunity, and Amad Dialo is taking his opportunity. He's been given a chance. He's grasped it, and here he is. Anyway, Jarvis. So
guys, I need to go because I have another show. But it's been brilliant being on. It's been a while, so good to see you again, Mick, and all the people in the chat. Brilliant. You are the best footballing VAR community out there. A lot of knowledge. So guys, remember to smash that like, subscribe to Mick Ruby's channel, and whenever you have the time, jump over to Tachtical Devils and give me a like. I would appreciate it. So guys, it's been brilliant. Thank you. we ended with a win. Tomorrow night it will be Jarvis's Corner on this channel, 9 p.m. So remember to tune in, and me and Stu Wally will break down this game to every little detail, and we will talk more about it. So thank you, everybody, and hopefully I see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, you will see tomorrow. Anyway, thank you, Jarvis. Big up, and everyone go and check out Jarvis's channel. Like, you know, and Jarvis is still live on this this platform as well, but he just wants to create his own, talk about more tactical stuff. But we are down to the final piece of the show, and this is the player ratings. Guys, I hope you have had a fantastic time with us here today. Manchester is red, but it's time to give player ratings. We'll do this very quickly, guys, because it's no-brainer. We know who's going to get the man of the match by the looks of it. Andrew Onana, again, I would say, what did he do? And nothing spectacular. The deflection from Amad Dialo, the header from Guardiola, he stood there and watched it. I don't know, man. Whatever you say, it's a win. I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to go hard on him. I still give him a 5, in my opinion. Let me see what you guys have given him. Andrew Onana, I pull a 5 on you because he needs to improve, in my opinion. Just being critical. Well, you guys give him a 5.6. Let's move on to Diego Dalot. I've been very critical about Diego Dalot. He looks knackered, 100% he does, but he's not a left wing back, in my opinion. Manchester United need to go out and get a specialist wing back. We tried Diego Dalot on the left wing back. We tried it on the right wing back. Last game didn't really work out. Maybe it's just knackered, flabbergasted. For me, I think that an average 6 in my opinion. So I'll give him a 6 there. Fred the Red is giving you Dalot a 7. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I think it's going to be a 6.5. So I pull it a 6. I pull the trigger on you, Dalot. Let's see. 5.6. So Mick was always right there. Matthias de Ligt, brilliant performance again. Him, Harry Maguire, Mazarawi, perfect. The way we're keeping a defensive sheet. Although the defensive corner could have been dealt a little bit better, but still, I think that he had a good game. So for me, it will be a 7 for De Ligt. 6.5, almost the same. What you guys are thinking? Lisandro Martinez. Oh wow! I think Lisandro Martinez had his best game in this season so far. That decisive pass that was pinged over to brilliant weighted pass for Amad Dialo that won us the game. You got to give him that as well. Dalot, what you're saying, Cat, I see 6, but you, Fred, is saying 7, 9 for back 3, 100% that back 3 was amazing today. But if we give De Ligt the 7, I thought that Martinez was a snap, a little bit higher. I mean, you got to give him the weighted pass over to Amad to score the beautiful goal in the 90th minute. Lisandro Martinez, 8 for me. 6.7. Oh, my God, guys. Okay. Victor Lindelof came in as a substitute. Let's see what Kat is saying. Let's see. De Ligt, 7, Martinez, 8. Well, we're singing from the same hymn sheet, Kat, but it didn't turn out to be that way. Lindelof came in to see at the game. Didn't stay on for long. 5 substitution, 5.5 fair play. Harry Maguire. Listen, you got to give roses when roses is due for Harry. I want to hear from you guys, please, in the VR room. Lindelof 5, what you're saying, Barman. But what about Harry Maguire? You know, we talked about earlier that he fits really well in the 3 system. I think that we can give him another year, a contract, or, you know, keep him as a utility player, as a French player. But he didn't put one foot wrong today. He battled out, you know, where did even Haaland play today? That was down to Harry Maguire. Barman is saying Maguire 7, and I agree with you. I even give him an 8 almost. But okay, fair play. I give him a 7. 6.8. Maguire, Kat, what you're saying here. Maguire 8, he neutralized the big boy on City's team, 100% what I think. But at the end of the day, he became a 6.8 people. By the way, if you are watching on all platforms, please give us a little bit of thumbs up, smash the like button. There is over 200 of us watching live right now. So yeah, it's late. And I know that Chelsea went 2-0 up. I don't know what happened ever since, because my TV turned off. Maserati. Arguably the best signing we've done in ages after Bruno as well. Such a cheap signing, but such a utility player. I call him the Swiss Army now because you can play him as a left back, right back. You can play as a centre back. You can play him in the midfield. Hell, even tonight playing him as a number 10. So Maserati 9 in your opinion, Kat, what you're saying. Fred is saying also Maserati 9. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he's absolutely pulls out 8 out of 8, 8 out of 10 every single game for United, and he looks tired. He looks tired. John Edmund, def on 9, what you're saying, yeah. All right, so I listen to you guys. Wow, Chelsea won with 2-1 today. Woo! That means that they're clinging off to Sky. Good on you, Chelsea. Who thought, well, okay, Mazarawi 9. 7.3. God damn, what's wrong with you people? All right, Mazarawi 8, what you're saying here, Bauman as well. Okay. Moving on. Lenny Euro came in as a defender to see out the game. And it was one stage we had about, 4 defenders to just defend the lead. There was 5 minutes left of extra time. Lenny Euro, what did he get? Did he play 15 minutes? Okay, 6 for me. Lenny, 6. 5.8. Fair play. Manuel Ugarte. Okay. We're talking about warriors. We're talking about leaders. We're talking about somebody who wrote earlier that is Ugarte the new Kino. He can definitely become the new Kino, in my opinion, because there was fight, there was grit, there was determination. He was the dog shitster in that midfield, and he bossed it. Ugarte, according to your opinion, Kat, is a 9. I can see you, and I agree. He's arguably one of the men of the matches. Ugarte 8. Wow. Look, he was Mr. Stability, 100%. But I'm gonna pull a 9 on him, definitely. He didn't do one thing wrong. He was there. He was the glue between the defense and the attack. John Edmund is saying 8. Well, listen, I think it's going to be a 9 here. 6.9. Guys, come on. What the hell is wrong? Somebody rigged the system. Mason Mount only lasted 13 minutes. I don't know. We spoke about Mason Mount earlier. It's such a shame because Amorim trusts him. Amorim wants him to play, but he doesn't have the capability. He doesn't stay fit. I don't know what happened. 13 minutes. Was this a hamstring that broke down? It's a shame. It's his second season. He haven't hardly played, I don't know, a full 90 minutes for ages. I don't know. If you can't stay fit, then what's the point? Off the ball, on the ball, Mason Mount is such an important player. This is a season for the reckoning season, but doesn't really work out for him. Guys, I know, shame on Mount. I know. 6. He played 13 minutes, guys. No, I can't justify 6.5 for me. 3.9. See, people are cruel. Okay. Fred the Red, 5. Cat, 5.5. Guys, we won the game. It was a brilliant game, so I thought it was a little bit harsh to give Mount 3.9, but it's your opinion. 0.5. Paramount, yeah, I hear you. Kobe Mainoo, the glider. That was arguably to say the best thing could happen to this game, that, Mount went injured and we got in Kobe Mainoo. I thought Kobe Mainoo would start this game anyway, but he didn't. But, he was a vital part of that midfield in the second half as well. He grew into the game. The confidence was there. I thought that, Mainoo was a solid 7 in my opinion. Mainoo, what Barman is saying, okay, Mainoo 7.5. What Kat is saying, Barman is saying 8. What you guys are saying here, I think it's a 7.5, 8. But still, I go with the stellar 7 performing, according to what John Edmund is also saying, 7. Fucking hell, 5.9. What's wrong with you people? All right. Okay, Bruno Fernandes, Captain Bruno. We saw the interview with him. Such a leader. I see you, Fred, 7. But who the hell gave him 5.9? It's just a collective score, how the system is calculating. Bruno Fernandes, arguably one of the man of the matches here as well. Captain's performance. What a penalty. Wow. Sends Edison to the wrong corner. Cool and composed. Does this. Me? I don't know. Bruno Fernandes must be what? An 8? Yeah, I think it's an 8. Cat, yeah, I see what you're saying. Bruno 8. Yeah, I agree, Cat. So, City fans is yeah, it must be City fans is going into match play. Yeah, that's the only explanation I have, John. City fans has been sabotaging. Bruno 8, yes. Paramount Bruno 7. Captain Bruno 8. Yeah, no, listen. The judge and jury spoken. I believe Bruno is an 8. Boom. 6 points. Guys, City fans, get out of this website. There must be a sabotage. We definitely had City fans voting here. Yeah, 100%. And this is the way it works because the system calculates on number of votes. So we must have some City fans sabotaging. Bruno 8 or none for the pen, 100%. 6.6. Jesus, get out of town. And drum roll, please. This is the kid we've been bigging up. We watch all the interviews. He's taking his chances. He spoke sort of humbly in that post-match interview that he is just listening to the manager. He plays in the system when it's time to press. Jarvis and I broke it down. Beautiful how he's kind of evolving in the game, using intelligence. Amad, my God, you must be the man of the match. 900%, 9999. Paramount, we don't have 10.5, man. Cat, Amad 9. Yo, is there a higher score than 10? No, there isn't, John Edmund. Amad 20. Jesus. So that means that we have to give him a 10. So basically, logically speaking, if you guys want higher scores than 20, then it has to be a 10. Wow, I've never given anyone a player rating on this player rating show 10. But arguably speaking, he was the fire starter from minute 1, and he changed the game. Yeah, he was the one that gave us the penalty. He was the one that single-handedly lobbed the ball over Edison and put it cool and composed in the goal and won us the game. 10 out of 10 for Amad. Deaf for what Fred is saying. Madhouse? You got to be shitting me. I know Madhouse is just trolling. 2. Okay, so Amad Dialo, for me, I put a 10. Okay, Cat, you agree? 10. Yeah, okay. So we all agree. Community, 10. And probably star man of the match. God damn it. 8.8. We got to have some gremlins here. There's some City fans that have been voting and sabotaging. Okay, so almost close. It became a 9, but we gave him a 10. Rasmus Højlund, brilliant. The work that he did, the shuffling that he did with Walker and the defensive, he ran himself knackered. I must say I must give Rasmus Højlund an 8 today. Yeah, Fred, I can see it. He won us the penalty and gave us the winner, exactly what I said. But what about Rasmus Højlund, guys? Still young, still developing. Yeah, 8. I agree with you guys. 8, John Edmund. What you saying here? 8. Yeah, definitely. Rasmus. So he's played 6 games now under Amorim, 5 goals under Amorim, so he didn't fire today, but we did have a brilliant performance. Rasmus 7 what Bayern say, but I still pull an 8 here. 6.5. So he became a 7, guys. Anthony came in the second half brilliantly. CH2, what you're saying here? Not an 8. No, too high. Yeah. They became a 6.5 though, although what you're saying here, Madhouse. Ahmad reminds me of Nani, number 9. 100%, but there's plenty of time for him to develop to become a Nani as well. Razmataz, what you're saying here, 7.5, yeah. But we're talking about Amad Dialo, and we're talking about Anthony. I would say that Anthony came in from the bench, had an impact. He's got a role to play, like, you know, as a bench warmer. 100%. Anthony 7.5, yeah. I was about to say Cat 7 for me, man. 7. Let's continue. 6. Damn it. Okay. Xerxes also a substitute. I would say Xerxes did well. 7 for me, guys. 5.9. Okay. Yeah, I get it. It wasn't on too much. I'm being very generous because I feel like we won the game. Brilliant game of football. We won the derby. Manchester is red. But here comes Ruben Amorim, guys. Tachtical, and Ruben Amorim. He didn't make a substitution until the 77th minute. Why? Okay. Let me explain. We set up the game very compact, very good defense. The only goal we conceded was a deflection from a corner. I think it was Amad Dialo. He struck the ball on Amad. The ball took a weird shape, and there was Guardiola that headed in. But at the end of the day, he set up the team brilliantly. He had a game plan. He stuck to his game plan. He was playing chess with Pep Guardiola. Let me put it like this. Amorim 6, Pep 2. That is 6-2 in aggregate. He beaten him twice with 6-2. So let me explain what happened in 77 minutes. That, you know, he was waiting for Pep to make his move. Pep took out his creative player, De Bruyne, and put on tried to sit out the game to put in a defensive midfielder in what's his name? The Croat. What was his name? I keep forgetting his name. Anyway, so after Kovacic. So after he took out Kovacic, then he made a move. He made 3 double substitution at once. Not at one, but 3 subs. 3 subs with the game plan, and it worked. It became Fergie time, right? 85 minutes penalty. Bruno scored. 90th minute, Amad Dialo scored and sees out the game. And what does he do after that? He takes out Amad, because Amad has been running his socks off, and puts on Lindelof, finishing off the game with 4 central defenders. This got to be masterclass. So he outclassed Pep Guardiola and probably sent him to the mental hospital by now. So, guys, I want to hear from you. What you're saying, your gaffer. Amorim 10 out of 10, 100%. What you're saying here, Matt, as best Xerxes didn't hold up the ball at the end. Yeah, Amorim Tachtical 10. We see Amorim 9. Won us the first derby, kept Rashford off the pitch. Listen, yeah, I agree. Amorim, I will give him a 9, you know. Damn it. 8.3, we got some City Gremlins. But guys, who is your man of the match? I put the star on, you know who. You know who. And guess what? Guess what? Amad Dialo became the man of the match according to your votes. So big up Amad Dialo, big up for everyone. This has been brilliant display of Amad Dialo. You got the man of the match, and rightfully so. I want to thank each and everyone for tuning in today. We have an after party. Manchester is red. We had brilliant Jarvis Corner coming in here, having his say. We had, you know, the likes of, you know, Papi from Botswana tuning in on the safari, having a little bit of a dodgy Wi-Fi, you know, looking for a zebra crossing. And brilliant you, Kat, you know, Barman, Carlos, everyone, you know, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. But there's one thing you should do. This is free content. And it's criminal, because Manchester United won the derby today. We put City down, further down the table. And God, we broke Pep Guardiola. So what you should do, you know what I'm deluding at. Smash that like button, please. Can we get minimum 100 likes? If we do, I'd be more than happy, because I'm really happy. I am so happy at the moment, because now this breeds confidence. We're playing Spurs Thursday in the Carabao Cup, and we should definitely get a result out of them, right? Spursy being Spursy, but now we're going with confidence. This is the springboard, the catalyst for a season. Let that sink in and let us get on the bike, people. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful people. Thank you. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Man of the match, Amad Dialo. I cannot stress this more than this is so good to be a Man United fan today. I'm going to wake up with a smile. I'm going to walk on clouds tomorrow. And guys, by the way, tomorrow tune in to Jarvis's Corner on MUFC Realist TV with Stu Wally and all of them. Guys, I'm going to take a break, because I've been doing the watch along 3-hour stream, and plus this one. It's time to say goodbye by finishing off to say glory, glory, Manchester United. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you till the next time. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on the socials.